Well, hello everyone, I'm Darth Browner, and welcome to the first part of my Legend of Zelda playthrough. Now, 2021, it is the 35th anniversary of the fantastic Legend of Zelda franchise. So, I thought to celebrate, I would do a Let's Play of the very first Zelda game, so it's basically where it all began. Anyway, there's the plot. We need to find 8 pieces of Triforce, find Ganon, who we should all know by now as Zelda fans if you're watching, and rescue Zelda. This goes through like the items and stuff, which is pretty cool, you know. When this game was released on the NES in the West, it came with a big ass map and lots of hints and tips and things, because the game was considered pretty brutal. So Nintendo decided to do that to help those along their way. Because it's an open world game. I think it was one of the first of its type, to be honest with you. Open world adventure, and you have a whole vast expansive world, not unlike Breath of the Wild. Because when you think about it, Breath of the Wild, you could tackle like areas like in any order and whatnot. Just might be harder to do certain areas than others. I'm tackling the dungeons in the order they were meant to be tackled in. But there was nothing stopping me going to, I don't know, Dungeon 2 before I do Dungeon 1. But you know what I mean. So this is where everything starts. This is quite iconic. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. I have a t-shirt with that exact screenshot. It's so cool. You do discover a lot of tropes that themes and things that we got used to in later Zelda games. So firing a sword at beams at full health, the theme music, the Octorocks. They're just a few of the things. The Tektites, who if you've played the Ocarina of Time, you'll remember that one that launches straight at you the minute you leave Kakariko Village and go onto Death Mountain Trail. So yeah, a lot of them originate here. Rupees come in, they look like that. Blue rupees are worth 5. And you got the levers, got the Zolas, or the Riverzors, whatever they're called. I think that's what they're called anyway. Later, you discover bombs. We're going to get a heart container. So we're going to do a bit of prep work before we go to the first dungeon, just to make things a little bit easier for all of us. So what's in here then, poppets? Ooh, another heart container. They don't have heart pieces. It's heart containers, so Zelda's all about go big or go home. You need, there's a prerequisite for getting an upgraded sword as well. There's 3 upgrades to the sword. There's the white sword and the magical sword. The magical sword will be in a future playthrough. In a future Let's Play. And the white sword we're going to be getting soonish. But we're having a bit of a piss about. Need to grind a little bit. But I need to show you how expensive this guy is. That's what we're working towards, the blue ring. We'll need that. So this is going to be where the magical sword is, the white sword is. Huzzah, we've upgraded our sword, which is pretty cool, because it'll swipe those enemies. So we're going to head up here. This is going to be handy for later, Yeah, we'll show it to the old woman. You'll find out in a second, in a literal second, what it's used for. Just show her the note, Linky. Oh yeah, I've got a blue candle from one of the shops as well. That'll prove handy. And I've also upgraded my shield so it can deflect magic projectiles as well. I can now get potions now. I've shown the old dear that, and I've also, as you can see, I've kind of upgraded my rupees somewhat. I've been a busy boy. I just didn't want to show you guys the boring bits, and I kind of skimped through it. Oh, there's a fairy fountain. Very handy. Anywho, let's go for a wander. Smite some enemies whilst we're at it. That entrance just then, spoiler alert, is how you get to one of the dungeons. I could technically go to Ganon. I could technically reach the final boss now, but I'll probably won't be able to beat him. That's how open-ended this game is, open-world, I should say. We can now afford our blue ring, so let's go. That's more like it. We now have a white tunic. But anyway, now that preparations have been complete, let's head off to the first dungeon. The very first dungeon of the first Zelda game. Pretty exciting, isn't it? This game is hard, I'm not gonna lie. This game is hard. Well, I say it's hard. The first dungeon, from what I remember, when I was a kid, I didn't find that hard. See if it rings true today. We've got our keys. They do drive me batty if there's loads of them, but they're easy enough to dispatch. The puzzles in the first Zelda game are pretty basic, so usually it's defeat all the enemies, get an item, defeat all the enemies, press ace, push a block. Doesn't really amount to much more than that, but it's the first Zelda game. Oh, and bomb balls as well. You'll find that in later dungeons. From what I can remember, I used to blast a lot of balls. And for those of you who are wondering, that music sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's because this music was remixed as the Colour Dungeon theme for Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, and later for the remake on the Switch. I told you that earlier that there was a lot of tropes and themes and things that would get sort of reused in later Zelda games. This is the progenitor, this is the originator for all of this. It's great. And I thought, when I was thinking what to do for the anniversary, I thought, let's go back to the roots of the Zelda series. See, yeah, you push the block. Yeah, the enigmatic hints as well, which don't really help a lot of the time. They just do fuck all. Bless them. He's only trying to help. There's a dungeon map. The map's very basic. This is basic as basic can get. More Stalfos to take care of. Or Stalfos. I don't know how you pronounce it, to be honest. I do enjoy fighting them in the 3D games, I'm not gonna lie. I really like fighting them in 3D games. Ooh, check me out. Am I going through the dungeon quickly? Oh, the bloody blade traps, they do my head in. 2D sections debuted here as well. For those that thought perhaps it debuted in later games, no. You got your basic 2D sections as well. Oh, we have ourselves a bow selector. I'll take that. I found that funny. Anyway, let's carry on through this dungeon. I always have that tendency to strike the enemies down. We have another new weapon, Boomerang. Boomerang is actually really good. You do get an upgrade for it as well. Oh no, not those fucking 4 wall master things. Righty then, bit of trivia. This is Aquamentus, a dragon, who also appears in Oracle of Seasons as the first boss of the first dungeon. And in doing that, we smited him and we've got our first Triforce piece! Get in there! Wow. What a way to end the video. This has been Darth Browner. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a like and of course hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next video. Ciao for now everyone. Thanks for watching.